Hey, it's Coach Mark Wiggins coming at you again with one of my great videos on how to help you become a better sport parent, how to support your child in this thing called basketball. The thing I want to talk about tonight is piling on. That's right, piling on. It's a term you really hear in football. You know, the scrum, the push, getting that first down, some linebacker from out of nowhere just flies in and lands on top of the pile. That is called piling on. But the application I want to use on this video is talking about dealing with our athletes after a tough game, a tough loss, or maybe some missed free throws or missed shots, any type of failure, and we come behind that and get on top of them and give our opinion or our insight as parents or as fans. That is called piling on. You really don't want to pile on the athlete, and here's the reason why. They already feel bad. Nobody feels worse in the whole wide world, and I do mean the whole wide world, than your athlete. So for you to come on top of that and try to, and maybe in your own defense, you're trying to give encouragement and you're trying to help them get some character and some stamina and come on behind it. Come on, shake it off, brush it off. That sounds great in theory, but it really sounds like you're piling on. Like some of my favorite WWE or WWF wrestlers, depending on how old you are, coming off the top rope like Randy Macho Man Savage, just dropping the elbow, or The Rock, the people's elbow. Piling on doesn't help the athlete learn to deal with their own emotions. Instead of piling on, try to unpile. Try to get the athlete to back up off their emotions and to put things in perspective, to recognize it's just a game, that mistakes are going to happen, that they need to make sure that they're going to give their best, that they're always trying to learn something. And you know what? It's okay if you make a mistake. It's okay if you try and do not succeed. It happens in the world of sports. Give them the statistics. Everybody loves to give numbers and statistics. You can tell them stuff like, hey, you know what? You had a 50-50 chance of making that shot. I don't care how crazy it was. If the ball was in the air, it is either going to go in or it's not going to go in. And you have a 100% chance that you won't make the shot if you don't take it. Those are the kind of things we say to our kids, and they can look at us like we're crazy. All I'm saying is give your athletes some space. Let them find their own way through their emotion. Let them come to you and say, hey, mom, hey, dad, I'm feeling some kind of way about this and I'm not sure what to do. Maybe they won't come to you at all. Cool, awesome. But I'm probably sure they'll come to you and ask your opinion because they're still your kids. And they're still looking to us, as parents, for their approval. So instead of just piling on and having them pick up our behaviors, because that's all it is, the way they deal with their setbacks and their mishaps is a learned behavior. Think about it. The next time your kid comes to you and says, I failed or did something wrong, watch the way they respond. I'm willing to lay money that it's the way that you respond to your situations. When things don't go your way, when the light doesn't go your way, when a cop pulls you over, not the car in front of you, and you start complaining and woe is me, or this didn't get done, or this thing at the job, they're always watching us. So we're modeling our behavior in front of our kids. They're taking that model, the only thing they know, and applying it to their situation, their life, basketball or whatever, their grades or school, and they're responding the way they were taught. So, be careful how you respond because they're paying attention. I tell coaches all the time, your team will take on your characteristics. If you are a highly expressive coach, I'm very intense, I'm very here. I live and die on every shot. My players are the same way. There's some coaches who don't ever say a word. They're very mellow, very cool. They seem to be under control, and so are their players. None of those are bad, just something we need to recognize. So, the lesson today is stop piling on your athlete. Unpile, give them space, allow them to grow, and then you can guide them to help them handle these situations a whole lot better, and they'll continue to love the game. That's all I got for now. Check me out. Make sure you go to my website. Go to booksbymarkwiggins.com where you can get this cool shirt if you want to get it. I hate practice, but I hate losing more. And there's also my books there to help young athletes, my MTXC book, The Formula for Success, and of course my Permission to Succeed book. Great, great books and great way to have discussion with your kids on how to get themselves mentally prepared to win this thing called basketball and to win at this game called life. That's all I got for right now. See you next time, and remember, get off the bench.